Hey guys, my Nuggets here, and I guess I am back from the Turtle. Stop hitting my chair. I'm back from the metaphorical grave. Turtle's still here too, and time for a little story, I guess. Okay, to lead into this. So I have carpal tunnel in my hands, so I've been wearing gloves when I play games. Been doing it for years, and this pair here that I'm wearing, I have had for 4 years, 5 years maybe. Been a long time. Uh, but I've stuck with them. I've got in-universe lore that these give me +2 luck. Um, however, they're not really cutting it anymore. So I don't know how well this is gonna show, but first I need Turtle to leave me alone, please. Please go. So these gloves are worn out like crazy. Like I don't know if you can see, they're all like faded. The fingers are all loose. This one literally has like holes in it. So I think it's time for me to use something else. So, hello. No idea who you are or why you're here, but thank you for following, I guess. Um, so, as I was saying, it's time for these gloves that I've been wearing for years to disappear. I've got a replacement for them, bit of an unorthodox one, you might say, but I think it might lead to some very potentially interesting situations and hardships, especially in a game like Dark Souls. So, rather than typical gloves that people wear for carpal tunnel or for gaming just because of sweat, instead, I have uh, these things. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls 3 and potentially other games in the future wearing these giant paws, because it's gonna make things really hard. I don't know if you can. Let me pick up my controller just to show you the problem here. Okay, so this is way smaller than the paw. They are very large compared to this thing. So I'm gonna be pressing buttons that I don't mean to constantly, and it's definitely gonna get me killed more than once. Um, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah, let's just get into this if I even can. Oh, hold up. Why? Oh, hold on. I need my fingers for a moment. Uh, there we go. I was out of the window, so it wasn't letting me click nothing. Oh, I have no idea what I clicked because I saw that it went down in the menu, but I guess it worked. Turtle, we know you're cute. Everyone loves you, but please don't stand on my laptop. That would not be good. Kind of gets in the way of things. Yeah, nobody needs to see this. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna manage this. Okay. No, I did not. I do not want. I do not want that. Okay. Um, honestly, I don't think customizing my character is gonna matter too much right now, so I'm not gonna bother with it. I will take the life ring. Let's see. Are there any presets that are funny? Oh, I don't think there are. They're all fairly normal. Oh, guy's a little squinty. I'll be I'll be I'll be I'll be the squinty guy, I guess. Um, I can make him burly lower body, or yeah, let's just make him burly upper body. Um, okay. Or I guess we're just gonna see what happens here. Uh, actually, this is going better than I thought it would. I'm able to type this semi-consistently using the D-pad. Think think I'm feeling Greg with like a bunch of G's. Yeah. Okay. That's probably going to be the easiest part of this. Huh? Did I exit out of it? Whoops. Well, I guess we're doing that again. Yeah, I don't need to see that. No. Okay. Once again, Greg. Oh, he's all caps this time, I guess. That's fine. Don't hurt nothing. Make him the squinty guy. Finalize creation. There we go. No idea what I clicked last time. I guess my mind was blanking, or I was messing up because of the pause. Not really sure. But, yeah. You know, doing this with the pause, I really need to get, there's like these little rubber hooks that can go on the arms of your glasses to keep them on your ear so they don't slide down your face constantly. And I might need to do that because it's kind of hard to, you know, push up my glasses because they're constantly falling while I have a hand like this. But we'll deal with it for now. It's not too bad. Until it happens eventually during like a really tough boss fight or something and I'm worried. Okay. Shoot. Now's issues. Okay, can I... Okay. So I can kind of move my fingers in a distinct enough way to differentiate between the two attacks. So that's... Oh. I have a feeling I'm going to be unequipping my shield or whatever I have in my left hand very often, because it seems like I keep hitting that. Can I... Okay. I can roll. For now. Hey, homie. Hey. You are the first enemy. You're not supposed to be trying that hard. Oh, come on. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Hopefully, I end up at least somebody watching me throughout this, because there's gonna be a lot of antics, and I love to share in a good joke with people. I think it's a really great way of connecting and bringing a bit of joy into people's lives, because, you know, there's not enough of that sometimes. So, yeah. Hope eventually some people join me and have just a good old time. I honestly don't even know what I pressed there, because I didn't think I pressed anything even in the area where I could have, like, backstepped. Cool. If only every enemy could be that easy. How much do I want to suffer today? Because, you know, typically I do go over there and I kill the giant crystal lizard. Oh, this is not easy, guys. It is not easy playing with these giant hands. But we're managing. We're managing. Hey, you. Yeah. Come over here. You're going down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. See, can I even press the hotkey for... Okay, I can't update my death counter. That's nice. I was a little worried that it might just, like, ruin everything. Press a whole bunch of hotkeys that I didn't know existed, and then everything would just be ruined. But, cool. Luckily, the paws that I'm wearing currently are the first ones I made that I ended up keeping for myself, rather than ones I'm selling. Because the ones that I'm selling, I stuffed the fingers to keep them nice and puffy, but since these ones don't have that, I can kind of force my finger through a little bit more, and controller I'm pressing with a little bit more dexterity, but it's still not easy at all, but it's easier. It's a little more doable, a little more manageable. It's kind of the only way that I'm going to survive through this at all. Well, I guess my shield's back out. Okay. I didn't really want it because I can't... I honestly can't really press that side of my controller for blocking very well. So I think I'm better off just two-handing my weapon for the extra damage it gives me. Okay, I can heal. That's nice. Hey, hey. I don't taste that good. Don't do that again. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You know, another thing that I don't think I can really do very reliably is run. Because I think if I try to hold the circle button, I'm probably going to end up pressing a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to have to just rely on dodging and walking for the most part. I mean, I got him down to like half. This is totally doable. So, yeah, I'll give that... I don't know, I'll give it just a couple good tries, and then we'll move on. I don't want to sit here forever. I want to get on to, like, the actual interesting stuff, like fighting Udex Gundyr, which is probably going to be a nightmare. I guess I can probably pretty safely run when I'm right here, since there really isn't too much of a threat if I press other buttons. You know, I will say, on top of the difficulty of not being able to control my button presses very well, this actually kind of hurts my hands a decent bit. But I'll manage. I'll manage. It's good for the content. Ready for round 3. You were a little more ready than I thought you were. Okay. You chill enough now? I mean, you are made of, like, crystals and shoot ice all the time, so I'd assume you're pretty chill, but... You know, it's not that chill if you're gonna be attacking me. Personally, wouldn't hang out with this guy. Not chill enough for the kind of hangouts I would enjoy. Like, I wouldn't sit around and, like, watch some ridiculous show or do some funny challenge in a game with this guy. I think he's the kind of dude that maybe, like, once a year I'd go to something and he's also invited, but, like, I wouldn't really talk to him. We wouldn't interact at all. You know, it's also been a minute since I've played any of the Souls games. I played Night Rain the most recently, but that game feels very different to how this is. I mean, it's so fast-paced, and you're constantly on the move and doing crazy things. I cannot believe I just got a visceral on this dude. You know, it's kind of funny thinking back to, like, the first time I played Dark Souls 3, or I tried playing it, because I gave up about halfway through the game, I think. But I remember really struggling with this giant crystal lizard, and I definitely could not have done what I'm doing now back then, because, like, I just killed him 3 tries while not having hands. So, honestly, feeling pretty good about that. I expected that to go a lot worse. But things really do only get worse from there. So, we gotta take the victories while they come. Really cherish them, because there's probably not going to be a whole lot of them. At least until I get, like, more heals, a better weapon, like, that'll help a good bit. Because then I can take more of a beating, and I can take things down a little bit faster and easier. Oh, I guess this guy's getting punched to death. Whoopsie. Okay. Time to, like, actually move on. Get to the first bonfire. Take a nice little rest. Maybe reposition my hand a little bit. See if maybe, like, a different orientation might help. Because the left side of the controller is definitely struggling a lot more than the right side. I mean, I am right-handed, so that could be part of that. But I don't know, could just as easily be that I'm just the types of buttons that you have to press over on the left side are just harder to differentiate. Oh, I forgot there's a dude down here. Oh, I didn't even sit at the bonfire. What am I doing? So busy thinking about my hands. I didn't even remember the most basic thing to do. I literally said I was going to take a rest as I was walking up to it. So, now I'll do that. Alright. Howdy. Oh, hey. Not cool. Not cool. Let's see if I can... Nope. Not that button. Genuinely shocked that I managed that. I mean, I'm clumsy enough that I miss that jump normally when I have full control over what I'm doing. Is it worth going down there for the firebomb? I mean, I may as well. Not that I can, like, efficiently use it. Let's see, can I even... No, stop. Stop healing. Hey. I want to press the... I want to open the menu, please. I would like to... Okay. Let's see. There we go. That was an ordeal in and of itself, truly. Replace that with the fire bombs, because honestly, I'm not going to use the Ashen Estus Flask anytime soon. I'll try my best not to accidentally waste the fire bombs by constantly taking them out on accident, and... Yeah, this might not actually be a great idea having pooped. We'll run with it. I mean, worst comes worst, I waste them, and then I just don't have them. That's fine. I'm not going to rely on them too heavily. Okay. So, take a little rest, and then we will go attempt the first actual boss, and probably get our butts kicked. It's not going to go well, I don't anticipate. I mean, not that Gundir's very hard. I mean, he's never given me much of an issue. So, I mean, hopefully it's not too bad, but it definitely could be a true nightmare. Hey, guy. You got a thing in you. Mind if I just help you out there? It's a bit of blood, but I'm sure you'll be okay. I mean, no harm, right? Hey, don't be punching me. Or stabbing me. I mean, so far, so good, I guess. Got kind of lucky that none of that hit me. Let's use some of those. Owie. Okay, I need to back up and heal, not sword. Okay. Let's just let's just not worry about the fire bombs. They're just overcomplicating things, honestly. I guess Gundir's just a little bitch or something, because I just beat him first try. And that should not have been possible. Genuinely, genuinely kind of shocked. But I mean, I guess so far I've been pretty shocked at a couple different things, so maybe it shouldn't come as a surprise. Maybe maybe the difficulty's all in my head. Maybe this is not going to be a challenge at all. It's just going to be basically a Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Who knows? I sure don't. Turtle, do you know? Okay. She was not willing to give me any information. She's keeping whatever she knows to herself. She often does. She's not a good shares person. Oh, I need that. I need my sword actually. Oh, I guess my shield too. Let's see. Can I use it at all? No. No, I cannot. That made things very difficult. I don't think there's any way I can actually hold the controller right now that would allow me to correctly use the shield. So, I guess this is going to be basically a shield this run, which is fine. I mean, that's not that hard normally, but, you know. I like to have the option. And I can't guarantee that I will stick to this, but I will say that as a general rule, while playing these games, I do try to kill every single enemy at least once, and I try my best to pick up all the items, even if they're not going to be useful for me. It just all, it's just that completion is part of my brain real nice. Can't really ignore it at all. I mean, I've played through this game, I don't know, 5 or 6 times all the way through at least, and then plenty of times, like, I don't know, 50 to 75% of the way. And I still, every time, go through thoroughly and get and do everything. It's just the way I play. But, I don't know. It always feels nice. Gets me very familiar with the game. Gets me to explore it more and see more of the world that I wouldn't see if I was just rushing through it all. And truthfully, I think the world in this game is very beautiful. I like looking through it and exploring it. It's a great, grand old time. Hey, dude. I got this blue drink. Oh, bye. So as I was saying, I got this blue drink. Could you? Yeah. Could you just like turn it into Sunny D? Thank you. Oh no, no. Okay. I think I did it right. I'm honestly not too sure, but we will roll with it. Just had a terrible idea, but we're gonna give it a shot. So, famously, there's a cool little trick you can do out here where you can get up on top of Firelink before you're really supposed to. And it's not too hard to pull off, but while I'm impaired like this, who knows? Okay. You know, that felt like a good start there, but then it kind of just didn't go anywhere. That was pretty close, though. Okay, I'm not angling off of it. I'm getting, like, the run-up fine. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Remember when I first played this game also and learned about that? That took me ages the first time. I don't know why, it didn't click in my brain before. But it really is pretty simple. I just recently watched a video by the YouTube channel Illusory Wall, who does, I believe it's called a Dark Souls Dissected, he calls the series, where he goes through all of the different Souls games, and he analyzes, like, the really intricate things that nobody really thinks about or maybe even cares about. And he did a video on Dark Souls 3 Invisible Walls, and he touched on the collision of the tree that allows people to jump off of it like that. And I thought it was really interesting. I guess there is a plane here of collision that is steep and kind of angled that is just perfect for the player to be able to jump off of to get that extra height. Because I guess something about the way the physics and collision work in this game, when you do something on a slope, it can give you extra momentum or something like that. And that's what allows this to work. Which is just kind of neat. I like understanding how things in these games work. I mean, I did at one point do some college stuff for about a year and a half for game design and development. And there was a lot of like little neat things that I really appreciated learning about. And the desire to keep learning that stuff has stuck around even long after I stopped doing the college, because I learned that it wasn't really something that clicked with me. I wasn't able to really absorb the knowledge. I had to always like double check and second guess everything I was doing, and I never seemed to really get it right. So, as much as I wanted to do it, I just decided that for the most part, it wasn't what I was meant to be doing. And on top of that, there was actually a whole bunch of drama that kind of pushed me out of it too. I was doing a class where I had to do a short video game pitch with a team, and my team was like straight up evil, like actual evil people, and I would love to open my menu. Maybe we'll get there eventually. So while this class was happening, it was the beginning of quarantine, and at the time, everyone was kind of told literally don't go anywhere ever. And unfortunately, while I was in this class, my internet went out. It wasn't like it wasn't paid. It like something happened to the line. So it was like out. And because of that, I wasn't able to easily connect with my team and attend our meetings, but I still always got my work done, and I found ways to submit it. If it weren't for quarantine, I could have like gone to the library or something, but it wasn't an option. And because of me not being able to meet with everyone, they decided that it would be really easy to use me as a scapegoat. And what they did was they waited until after, I think it was on our second week, we were doing a review thing where the teacher was going to give us a review on how our work was so far, and then give us specific things we need to work on. And my team scored really, really low because I was the only one doing work. The tasks that I was given was to handle the general gameplay ideas and mechanics, and then I had to gather examples or create my own examples to show how they would work. So like, we were coming up with a game where having a grappling hook made sense, so I went out and I got clips of Just Cause and Sekiro, and got that all done all on my own. And then I had to also handle our scheduling, I had to handle our document management, and I had to do all of our citations, which suck. And despite me doing all that, after our review, every single person in my team, every single one of them, independently went to the teacher and emailed them saying that I did not do my work, and that's the reason I got the low score. And I decided at that point I was just done. I wasn't going to put up with it when I was legitimately carrying the team, and they were somehow saying that I did literally nothing. So, yeah, it was kind of crappy. I remember specifically I had a teammate named Amber who was literally just the embodiment of evil in this world. There's no other way to really describe her. If by some miracle, uh, she ever hears this, some person named Amber who happens to know what I'm talking about, just know that I wish unwell things happen to you, and that joy is a scarce commodity in your life. I need to heal. I need to heal. Got two big guys with axe-like weapons. One axe, one halberd, and I don't wanna get hit by that. You know what? Give fire bombs, or never mind. You're too fast. How about? Oh no, now I'm not on my fire bombs anymore. Never mind. Never mind. Now I'll get fire bombs. I mean, outside of the Gundyr fight, I'm never gonna use them, so may as well. Plus, I mean, if I can like intentionally do something like that, it gets me a little more used to managing the controls in the way that I can while wearing these paws. So I need the practice. I need all the practice I can get. Oh yeah, you're evil. You're evil. Why was I thinking that you were somewhere else? I mean, I know there's the one on the rooftop too, but like I thought this specific guy was in a different area. I want whatever this is. Thank you. I might need a new pair of pants at some point. I mean, you never know what happens on the road. They could get torn. I could not find a bathroom and need to use my pants for something other than what they are intended for. Lots of things that can happen that make you need a new pair of pants. So you never say no. Never say no to a new pair of pants. They're always a blessing, whether you realize it or not. This opens from the outside, right? Yeah. I didn't know if maybe you could open it and then it was the elevator that you had to get from the other side, but I guess it's both. Which is fine. I mean, I don't need to go that way anymore. But I thought if that was open, I could have gotten whatever the item is in there. Okay. Let's just take a little sit. And actually, I didn't even think about the fact that I should level up. I kind of don't want to lose my souls that I got from Gundyr and the Crystal Lizard and everything else. Oh, I guess I'm tired. Hi, lady. Thank you. Well, you know, I'm actually kind of hungry. If you could, like, if you're tending to me, if you could, like, fix me a meal, that'd be nice. I could really go for, like, a PB&J right now. Honestly, I did not see you at my side when I was just in the High Wall of Lothric, so I'm not sure if you're telling the truth about that. I mean, unless I'm right here, it doesn't seem like you're ever by my side. Okay, so I think what's gonna be useful for me? I'm gonna probably. I mean, health is always a necessity. But I'm trying to think. If I can't control my fingers very well, does it make more sense for me to do a big, heavy strength weapon that will just do a bunch of damage so I don't have to worry about swinging my sword as much? By having the big downside that it uses up a lot of my stamina, it has a lot of commitment behind it, so if I accidentally press it, it could suck? Or do I use something really fast and light so that, although I have to attack more often, which might cause more issues, it won't matter as much if I mess up? I mean, I guess there's always somewhere in the middle, too. I think we will focus on strength. I don't want vitality, please. I don't want it. I don't want it. I would like more strength, please. Okay. That's gonna be fun every time I level up. It's gonna be very fun. Okay. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm standing. My glasses are starting to get annoying, honestly. I've had them for long enough that they're starting to just get a little worn, so they slide even easier off my face than they already do, which is a problem I always have because one of my ears, I believe it's my right one, is ever so slightly higher positioned than my left one is. So my glasses always sit on an angle rather than sitting flat. So it's a lot easier for them to slide down, which really sucks. Honestly, I really should get those like rubber arm things that keep them in place, even before I started doing this and thought it would be necessary, because it always would be helpful. I really get tired of just how often I have to push them up. Like it's often enough that even when I'm not wearing my glasses, like if I'm going to bed or something, I still have the habit of going to reach to push them up when they're not there. So it's a real issue. Oh, get fisted in the butt, I guess. That was not my intention. I did not mean to defile you in front of this dead dragon like that. But you know, things happen in the heat of passion that you can't always control. So you're gonna just have to deal with it. You're dead anyways, so I guess you don't have anything to be embarrassed about. The hard part's over. I mean, you're wherever the souls in the Dark Souls universe go after death, anyways. I mean, maybe they don't. I guess. I mean, you set at a fire and these guys respawn, so maybe they don't go anywhere. There's no afterlife for them. They're just eternally toiling away in the mortal realm forever. I mean, cool living forever. I don't think I'd want to live forever here. Exactly. Oh yes, what everybody needs. A pair of binoculars. Okay, I'm actually gonna take off my glasses. They're annoying me a little too much. I think the hyper awareness I have in my hands right now is making me hyper aware of my glasses more than usual. So it's just bugging me. It's just not worth it. I can see good enough anyways. I don't really need the glasses for up close stuff. I mainly wear them all the time. One, I like how they look. I like glasses. And two, they're also blue light filtering. And since I have headaches constantly, that's kind of a nice thing to have because blue light, or ultraviolet blue light, can give you headaches a little bit. So anything I can do to potentially alleviate my headaches is always worth it. Before I ever even was told I needed glasses, I already wore glasses that were just blue light filtering. So, yeah, it's just something I've always been used to. So, I just wear them all the time. It's no biggie. Get kicked, I guess. Also, I forgot to grab that item up there, but you know what? It takes me like no time to go grab that. There's literally zero threats. I may as well. I don't think it's anything necessary. I think it's like, I want to guess. It's like a Lloyd's talisman or something stupid like that. Oh, it's gold piners, and it's a little less stupid than I thought, but still probably not going to use it anytime soon. I rarely, if ever, use the consumables in these games. Not because they're not useful, but I don't know. I just never feel like I want to rely on something extra like that. If I'm going to be beating an enemy or a boss or whatever hardship it is, I want to be able to beat it with my skill rather than having some sort of extra help, I guess. So, truthfully, some extra help would be a little helpful right now. It'd be kind of nice. This is gonna be a terrible idea. But I think I would like to fight the Mimic. Okay. This is one fast little guy. This is probably not gonna go well. I mean, he can one-shot me casually. No, no, lock onto the guy. Not my fist. I would like a sword, please. Ooh! I didn't even mean to do that, but it was kind of nice. Dude didn't even hit me once. What a loser. Okay. Let's open this door up here. And then I'm gonna die a whole bunch of times probably trying to get all these items that I left behind where this dragon was just spewing fire. And as I was saying, I'm a goblin for these items. I do not want to miss out. Even if I don't need them, I want them. I desire them strongly in my heart. Even if it means my death. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Go for the really far... This is not going well. This is not gonna go well. Oh, I'm pressing all the buttons. Pressing all the buttons. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah. Okay, okay. Reset a little bit. Reset a little bit. No, guy, let me in peace here. I'm not even anywhere near you. Come on. Come on, please. Please let me grab at least one more of these. I'm shocked I made it through that alive, honestly. I mean, I normally have a decent chance of dying right there. So, I guess I'm just getting lucky or something, because this is all going so much easier than I thought it was gonna. I mean, I expected my death count to be, like, at least 5 or 6 by this point. This guy might help me reach that goal, though. Oh, I need my sword. Fingers are starting to genuinely cramp up a little bit. Honestly, does not feel very good. But it's worth it for the bit. And I mean, if I don't have some unique gimmick like the pause or something, I'm just a nobody in a sea of people trying to make content. So if I can have something creative and unique, I'm gonna take advantage of it. Even though, like, I still don't anticipate this to really get me viewers or anything, you know. I still want to think that my content is something that nobody else is doing. Something that's just mine. I mean, I'm sure that people are, or there are people out there who have done this or something like it, but, you know, I'm not aware of any, so I'm doing this without anybody, like, inspiring the idea, which still feels unique enough to me. Ooh, I'm living on 1 health. Okay. Now we're at 3. My left hand in particular is, like, really not happy with how I'm holding this controller. I might need to do some finger exercises before the next time I do this. As silly as that sounds, it actually helps a lot. My carpal tunnel and my pain in my hands has been significantly worse lately. I think it's just progressing naturally, and I for a while was being really active about doing finger exercises and hand exercises, and it like legitimately was helping a lot. It was able to alleviate a good 30% of the pain I was feeling during like tasks that were specifically taxing on it. Like as as embarrassing as this is, because I didn't like doing it. My hair gets really tangled really easily, and I needed it cut. My ends were really bad, but I didn't want to do it. So to alleviate the tangled mess that my hair was becoming, I actually started for a long time braiding my hair at night, and the act of doing that was like literal torture. It hurt so bad that I almost like broke down in tears one time. It was genuinely like some of the most painful experiences I've had. So it was bad enough it actually convinced me to go out and get my hair cut. Actually was able to have a friend that I've known for a long time come over and cut my hair, which was really nice. I really appreciated it. I mean, anything that somebody can do to help another person out, I always think is a nice thing. Whether it's something that's helping me or not. I think I think the world needs a lot of kindness. So I really just I like to admire it as much as I can, honestly. Dude, I can't even press my buttons. Chill out. Okay. You know, at least I'm not doing any sort of like punishment system, like having to take a shot or something or eat something nasty when I'm dying. Because I have a feeling I would not be feeling very well by the end of this. Specifically, like if I was taking shots when I died for this, I'm pretty sure that I would probably be comatose by the end of this. I think I'd be on another plane of existence, maybe, depending on how things go. I also in general like I'm not a drinker. I very rarely ever consume alcohol, so like it doesn't take a whole lot to get me at least buzzed. I'd probably after like 2 shots of something be feeling some effects. By four, now at this point, I'd be done. Oh, I'd probably be pretty entertaining for you guys. In the few times that I have been drunk, I get this feeling like my legs, and only my legs, none of the rest of my body. My legs alone are super fast. Like I feel in those moments like I could genuinely outrun even like an Olympic sprinter. I feel confident in my ability, and I'm not a runner. I have never ran. Oh, I guess actually that's not true. Um, when I was in, I think I think like kindergarten or first grade, somewhere around there. I was in a like small little run event that was for little kids basically to help support some sort of charitable cause. Kind of bugging me. I can't remember what the event was called because I it was a thing that I know happened for a lot of years in a row. It was a big deal, but I can't remember what it was called. Anyways, yeah, it's the only time I've ever like really ran other than like in gym. But everyone has to run in gym. There's no avoiding it, sadly. Actually, fun story. I when I was in gym in 8th grade, I at our school we had to do the mile every single Friday. Had to run a mile. And I hated the passion my PE teacher because for some reason, even though I was always like a model student, I never acted out or did nothing. I made teachers' lives easy. For some reason, my PE teacher hated me so much. On many occasions, he would do whatever he could to single me out. So, just to make his life a little bit harder, since he's making my life harder, I decided, along with a friend who was in the class with me, to literally walk as slow as I possibly could every single week for the mile. Because that meant the teacher had to be outside too, couldn't go inside and continue class. It ticked him off, but he deserved it. And one time, I guess he got fed up, and he literally locked me and my friend outside in the rain. Uh, we were out there for probably, I don't know, it wasn't very long. It was like 5 minutes. But he legitimately, no joke, he stood at the door watching us and waited. So did another kid who like hated me for some reason too. They banded together in their hatred of me, I guess. And in that moment, they watched me get soaked. I mean, from an outside perspective, kind of funny, but also kind of like seriously messed up. But yeah, I did not. I literally don't think I have any positive memory about that teacher. I mean, the one and only time I can think of that he tried doing something nice, he actually had to carry me to the nurse's office, which the nurse wasn't even there, so it was basically just an office. Because I guess I wasn't drinking enough water or something, and I started to like pass out, and I couldn't even like walk, so he had to carry me. It's the only time he ever did anything positive to impact my life. That was a very generous backstab. Uh, but yeah, so even then, still is technically like a bad memory because I was feeling like garbage. You know, it doesn't feel good to be on the verge of passing out. So even though he's being nice, still a terrible situation. You know, actually, it's kind of weird just how many teachers I had that did hate me for some reason. Because like I was saying, I really did always like do my best to behave and do well in my classes, even if I hated them. But I mean, I had that PE teacher who genuinely hated me. I had a math teacher who hated me for some reason too. And then I had a history teacher my freshman year who you could literally see sometimes because he had a classroom next to another teacher who he was friends with. And oftentimes in like the waiting period between classes, they'd be out there talking. And literally every single time that he would be standing there talking and I would walk up, you would see his face just drop. You could see he stopped being happy just because I was there and it sucked. He also was the only teacher who ever tried to give me detention, and it's kind of a fun situation because I got to be a little rebellious in this point too. So at my school, we started doing a thing called Achieve, where for I think it was 30 minutes, there would be a period of like 30 minutes where you would either be assigned a class that you were missing work in, or you would pick a class to just spend 30 minutes in there doing extra homework and stuff that you haven't done yet. It was basically like a little study hour type thing. And if a teacher did assign you to go to their class for Achieve and you didn't do it, oftentimes you would get in some sort of trouble. And that happened. Um, the typical procedure that we had in the school was because they were also strict on phones, and that was your way you had to sign up. You had to sign up online. Uh, the schools had like cheap tablets in every single classroom that you were supposed to use during your third hour class to sign up for Achieve or check if somebody has signed you up for Achieve. And the first day back after winter break, my third hour is choir, and for some reason, the tablet's charger went missing over winter break. So we come back and the thing is dead. I'm not able to check my Achieve. Apparently, this was like the one and only time any teacher tried signing me up for Chief rather than me just going to the library, which I normally did. And yeah, when I went to his class later that day, he was like, "Yo, you were supposed to be here. Why weren't you here?" And I tried explaining the situation to him that it wasn't my fault. I couldn't use my phone to sign up, and the tablet was not usable either. And he was not having it. He was just calling me a liar, not believing anything I said. And so he gave me a lunch detention, and I stood there, looked him right in the face, and I ripped it up, the little lunch detention slip he gave me, and I actually asked him if he could move aside, and I like scooched past him and threw it away in his personal trash can, which, felt a little cool. As somebody who didn't really act out, it felt nice to be a little rebellious for once. Uh, One of my friends who was in the class and a couple other random people were like astonished and silently cheering me on because everybody hated this teacher. I mean, there was a time that he was passing out graded tests, and it's against. I don't know if it's a law or just like a guideline thing that teachers have to follow, but it's against the rules for teachers to divulge grades to students other than the ones that have that grade. And he decided he didn't care about that rule, and he shared with the whole class that this girl in the class got like, I think she got like an 8% on the test. Like, she did really, really bad. And when she started crying because he did that, he doubled down. And I swear to God, he literally told her that if she didn't, like, get her act together and try marrying a rich guy, that she was going to end up homeless on, like, having to sell her body almost. He straight up tore into her, and it was not okay. Especially since the dude was also, like, the coach of a lot of the teams at the school, and I think that included the girls' volleyball. So, like, he should be pretty sensitive to the feelings of girls, you would think. But no, he was straight up a jerk. He was genuinely one of the worst people I've ever known. Uh, Honestly, you know what? He's bad enough. I'll even like dox him, give his name. His name was Andrew Barr. He's a terrible guy. I literally would love, I would love for something to happen someday that gets him put in prison. I mean, not hopefully not at the expense of anyone else, but like I want the dude to rot. He deserves it. There were tons of other examples too that he just like did terrible things to people. He did not belong in an environment with children. Not at all. You die before you do it. 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 Thank you. I did not want to deal with that dude transforming into a big black goop monster. I don't know how to handle big black goop monsters, honestly. I try to avoid that in my life typically. It's like an extra stressor that I don't really need in my life, you know? There's some things you should just always try to avoid if you can. And big black goop monsters are one of them. I think I just I think I just got a hair in my throat. Excuse me. Don't know if it's a hair from my head, a hair from my cat, or a hair from these paws, but ooh, it tickled. Didn't really feel good. Uh, I'm in a very precarious situation. Okay. I mean, it's not hard to control enough to be able to just walk backwards instead of running off the edge, but nothing is a guarantee at this point. I mean, for all I know, I could have like rolled forward and then I would have just died, which would have been funny. Don't get me wrong, that would have been hilarious. But I don't really want to die if I don't have to. I'd rather be able to just play the game and keep going on, not have to worry about recovering my souls or embarrassing myself for dying in a baby game. But yeah. Okay. Um, which way do I want to go? I guess I'll go. I have no heals. Honestly, it's rough wherever I go, but I'll go this way. Fun fact, I watched this knight that's walking here literally fall through the floor one time. It was hilarious. It's the only time in Dark Souls 3 that I've seen that happen, but it was great. It was very, very comical. I wish I could replicate it. Earlier this year, just a couple months ago actually, I'd been playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think that's the second one. And for some reason I had like a really big problem with enemies falling through the floor constantly. Like whenever I was fighting one of the big monster type enemies, there was at least a 10% chance that they were just gonna fall through the floor and just die. I remember there was so in that game there are like little rifts that you can do that have challenges. Some of them are like parkour, some of them are combat challenges. And there's a combat challenge that has like the three hardest like big monster enemies all at once that you're supposed to fight. And I was really struggling. I was getting my butt kicked. I think I had died at least 15 times to this thing. But on the attempt where I finally won, as soon as I spawned in, the worst of the three monsters fell through the ground, and it was great. I felt a massive sense of relief. I felt like I could actually manage the fight, because the three of those monsters together just did not work. I mean, I think they did tweak the AI just a little bit to account for the fact that there were three of them, so they don't like all team up at you once. But they didn't tweak it enough that I think it made up for the challenge. It legitimately didn't seem fair unless you literally play perfectly, and I'm not that good. I mean, I'm pretty good at games like this, but I'm not that good. I can't play perfect. I mean, if I would, maybe I'd be doing some other kind of challenge run, like doing a deathless run or something, rather than making my hands hurt like hell and not being able to press my buttons. Oh, hi. Hi, hi, hi. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, guys. No. Please, please grant me mercy. I want to grab this key over here. And then I want to, like, roll. Okay. Okay. I should have known. I should have known the game wasn't going to let me get out of this room. This room is honestly kind of notorious for being a bit of a challenge. Also, I've realized, not only do I have this Estus shard to use, I don't think my allotting Estus worked. Because I should have 5 if that worked, and I don't. So, I'm about to gain 2 flasks, which will be very, very, very nice. It'll be quite a boon. Quite a blessing. So, yeah, okay. So I did mess up earlier. Adios, though. I've got what I needed. Can I... Hold on. Let's see if I can open my menu for once. First try? Oh, wow. Is there any other weapon that would be a good idea to be using? I could use the Claymore if I upgraded my dex. I think once, maybe twice. Once. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can do that. Well, there goes a firebomb. You're... Man, I got the menu so good that time. There we go. Actually, that's not what I want. I want this part of the menu. So I want to pop some souls. Not a green blossom. Okay. Let's do that again. And hopefully navigate. Use 2. Let me check how much I need to level up. I might not have enough for that. We'll see. So I'm learning that in order to open the menu, I have to like very actively like try to push my thumb as far as I can, because that's the only way I can push the small little options button to get this done. Unless, if I just try to press it the way my finger is normally resting as I'm playing right now, it's just not happening. It's just not possible at all. Okay, I'm just gonna use all of them. I don't know how much those are for. Oh, cool, getting a spam chat thing. That's always fun. You know, embarrassingly, when I tried streaming before, I fell for one of the things a little bit. Not that I like clicked through on any sort of link and gotten screwed up, but it was one of the bots that act a little bit more like a real person. And I thought, cool, I'm finally getting a chat person, and they're being super nice and kind. That's awesome. But it turned out that they literally just weren't even real. They just wanted me to think they were. And then they were going to try to scam me in some sort of way, shape, or form. Cool, now we got a big sword. Can we upgrade this? I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 Titanite that you need first. Okay, it's 2. Awesome. Oh, I'm fat rolling now, though. Yeah, okay. What can I mean, I can unequip my shield. That's an easy ask. Is that good now? That's good. Okay. Okay, we're back in business. Yeah, no way am I making this if I'm fat rolling. There's no shot. Oh, I just realized. My bad. I have had... Give me my mouse back. I had the game muted this whole time. I'm silly. I had the game muted because the menu music's really, really loud, and I wanted to do my little intro about the gloves and the paws, but I never turned it back on. I'm sorry. Mistakes happen, you know. I haven't. Now I gotta get back on the menu, or back in the window. I mean, I haven't streamed in quite some time. I mean, I think it's been like a year or something like that. So it's reasonable that mistakes were made. I mean, it took me a while to even remember how to like set up OBS properly, because like I have a bunch of extra stuff set up. Like I have the follower goal thing on the bottom there, which, you know, luckily I was able to just keep all the followers I had from before because I'm using the same account, so I got to start at not 0. But there were a couple people that had unfollowed, so I needed to like update that, and it took me a while to remember how to do that. But I think it all is kind of coming back to me now. I remember for the most part how to do things. At least I hope. And I mean, I figured it out once. I can figure it out again. Alright. Bye-bye, Grey Rat. Okay. Oh, nope, I need that. I need that. Honestly, dude, that was kind of an embarrassing show on your part. I was literally hitting a wall, and you still didn't hit me. You kind of got rocked, and you made a fool of yourself. You know, plenty of people, if I get lucky, could theoretically see that. And, I mean, the world will know how much of a failure you are, and that's honestly pretty embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as me falling off that ladder, though. Y'all chill. Chill, chill, chill. Hey! Hey! Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Whew. Okay. I can breathe for a moment. Man, my hands are really cramping up. And by hands, I mean my left hand. My right hand's pretty fine, actually. I guess something just about the way I have to hold it is stretching the muscles of my left hand just right. Feeling pain, like, between my pinky and my ring finger. Really, really bad. Which aren't even the fingers that I'm using to press any buttons or anything, so I'm not really sure why those are the ones that are getting it so bad, but, you know, it is what it is. Hey, get out of that hallway. I want through there, and I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, come over here. Let me through. What we got in here? Broadsword, okay. I remembered it being some sort of sword, but couldn't remember which. Okay, now let's go about this room from a better starting position this time, and maybe things will go a little bit better than it did before when I kind of just floundered and got killed. Turtle, can you not, like, shove your body under my arm forcefully? Oh, get punched, loser. Okay. Trial by fire, I guess. I'm just thrust into the middle of it, and we're gonna live. 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 Dude, those guys are in perfect sync. That was kind of cool. Okay. Those guys are dead, but that still leaves that guy and one dog? Yeah, because I think there's two in here and I killed the first one. Okay. Homie, where'd you go? Does that dude, like, go down the stairs? Question mark? He does, okay. I would like to two-hand my weapon, please. Thank you. He was a little cooler than me. Oh well. Okay, I need to like stretch my fingers for a second. They're not having a good time. Hopefully, you know, I'll remember to do some stretches before the next time I stream, so this won't be as much of an issue. That'd be ideal, honestly. Fun fact, next time I stream, I might actually have a second person with me doing some co-op stuff, which will be kind of cool. So, I guess to the ether, rather than people, because there's not really people, look forward to that, I guess. That'd be cool. I've never really done any co-op stuff in the Souls games outside of Night Rain, but Night Rain is like literally built for that, so it's not really a surprise. You know, maybe, hold on. I'm gonna try switching my fingers a little bit, because the way I was doing this is that this spot had both my pointer and my middle finger in it, but now I switched it to my middle finger being in this one along with my ring finger, and I wonder if maybe that'll help me hold the controller a little bit better. Well, we'll see if that makes a difference or not. Hopefully it does. Let me do the same with my other one real quick. Okay. We'll see if that's better. It might be, it might not be. You know, all of this is a learning experience. As if most things in life, honestly. There's always something to be learned and gained. Turtle, you getting your headshots done? Looking pretty for the camera? Hey, that was not nice. You know, one of these days I'll have my sword out for more than like 5 seconds at once. Eventually, you know, I'd like to be able to just have it out always. That'd be really, really awesome. Come on, please, sword. Thank you. I need my weapon! No! Now we're at 7. Turtle, what are you doing? You just sitting there? I mean, hey, whatever, Turtle. I mean, you're cuter than me. You might bring some viewers in. I'd click on a video if you were there. I don't know what that look you were just giving me was, though. You looked kind of disgusted with me. I mean, did I offend you by calling you cute? Do you not want to be cute? You want to be, like, menacing or something? Well, Turtle, sorry to, like, burst your bubble, but you are, without a doubt, undeniably very cute. So... I don't even know how I was just doing that. I don't feel like I was pressing a button to do that. But I guess somehow I was. Is anyone following me? Oh, what a loser. I didn't mean to do that, but it was kind of cool. Okay. You know, I would love to be able to lock on to one of you. To, like, maybe throw a fireball. You know, let's try... I would like my sword to still be out. I'm gonna try free throwing a firebomb at that barrel, just to see if I can. Cool. I mean, it served me no purpose, but it made me feel good. What are you guys attacking? You're just venting your frustration out on the environment? It's kind of a lame coping method, honestly. Find a healthier way of channeling your angers and frustrations. Doing violent actions is not a healthy way to live. Hey. Bro, chill. Hey. What'd I just say? What did I just say, dude? Okay. There's one. You know, I guess I think I did kill everyone in here, so there's not really much reason for me to get back other than my souls. I mean, I think I killed every single person at least once. So let's make our way down to danger. Can I... You know, I've never been followed down here by one of these guys. Can I take on a winged knight? That is the question of the hour. Hey. been long enough. I don't really remember how these guys fight. Cool. That could have gone a lot worse. Embers, always kind of nice. Any other items around? And I know there is that way, but I thought I was going the other way. I thought I was going over here. Got a little turned around, I guess. I don't think there's anything down here, but it's always worth looking. I mean, it takes like 2 seconds. Hey! What you got? Fire bombs? Cool. Okay. So, now that I'm here, I need to go to the right and unlock that elevator from earlier. That might be a little sketchy, because I don't have health or heals. And I just started getting an itch above my eye, and I can't do anything about it. Things are looking a little sketch. Okay, I'm safe now though. Let's get rid of that itch. Okay. Open this bad boy. And then we'll try. Short try. I was gonna say we'll try to run back to the bonfire, but if we die, it's not gonna matter. But that guy decided for us, rather than me making the choice. So now, let us go to the other bonfire from the beginning and go from there. Just a short little jaunt on over back to that elevator. So unless shenanigans ensue, I think I'll probably end the stream once I take on Vort, who I believe I can kill. I mean, if I can kill the giant crystal lizard, I think I can kill Vort, right? They're similar in my mind for various reasons. I mean, they both got like the ice thing. They're both kind of slow, but have some like kind of lungy moves. You die. Oh, that felt cool. I don't think I've ever taken out all 4 of those dudes all at once. That was kind of nice. I need to be able to more consistently press triangle, because I really, like I mentioned, I want to have my weapon two-handed pretty much always, and that don't seem to be happening most of the time. But I'm having a really hard time pressing triangle to switch over to that. I think this is a ring of sacrifice, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, look at that. I'm a professional. I've got all the knowledge. It's definitely not just the fact that this is the like early game that I've played through this more than anything else. It's totally not it. I'm just very good at remembering things. Or guessing. I could be a good guesser. I just wish I, instead of being a good guesser, could be a good button presser. That'd be a lot more useful here, honestly. Okay, you, come me over here. I want to get you away from your brothers in arms. You know, I didn't expect your lunge to be that quick. I thought I was going to be able to get mine off. Okay, I need not to do that. I need to heal. Heal again. Hey, hey, hey! That was a little silly, guy. Hey, Sword Boy. You're up next. It's funny to me every time I accidentally punch and it, like, kinda works in my favor. Because not a single one of these times have I meant to do it. Okay. So far, so good. Let's get this guy next, I guess. Every time I started with that punch. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Ooh, don't be doing that. Oh, thank you for the extra heal, guy. That was very, very kind of you. It's very sweet. Okay. I don't foresee the battle with the blue red-eyed knight going as well as these other ones did. Because this guy's a level above those other ones. He does more damage, he's stronger, he's got more health. He's got like the buff on his sword that he can do. Or maybe the other guys can do that too. I'm not actually sure. I don't want to punch you! I'm sorry! Okay. Up to 9 deaths. That's alright. Get my wrists a little bit loose. I did send the elevator back up, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Cool. I was a responsible Souls player. Not nice. I mean, everybody knows that when a dude is innocently using an elevator, that you leave him alone. It's like just one of the unspoken rules of medieval combat. Is you don't mess with people on elevators. It's just not okay. It's kind of like how, I think it was during World War II, there was a big thing where people complained about people using, like, shotguns in the trenches. That's basically the kind of thing that's going on here with hitting people in elevators. It's just not nice. You just shouldn't do it. I was hoping he was going to open himself up and I was going to be able to get that. Dude, I'm sorry every time I punch you. I really don't mean the disrespect. I don't want to be punching you. Oh, I need heals, not firebombs. Heals, please, please. But I also need to have my sword out. I need... this ain't going well. This is not ideal. Okay. Woo! He gave me his hat and his spear. How very nice. I mean, all these other dudes give me nothing. Well, I guess the one gave me that heal that one time, but, you know. Okay. Okay. I guess try number 2 on the big blue guy. Maybe I can get the backstab. Nope, he is way too aware for you to get the backstab. I could probably get it if I was fast when he's doing that buff on his sword. I just need to be careful. Single swings. Okay. You know, 10's a nice solid number. Maybe we keep it at 10 deaths for the rest of the run. That'd be kind of cool, right? I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool if I was at 10 deaths for the entire rest of the run. It'd be pretty awesome. You know, the thing that sucks about this area here with this Blue Knight is, like I mentioned, I like to kill every enemy once. That includes the Blue Knight. But it's kind of hard to get to him without proccing other enemies. So I have to deal with the 2 other Red Knights first every single time, which just kind of blows a little bit. Ain't too bad, but it's still a little unfortunate. I would like to be able to just fight the blue guy one-on-one, no issues. That would be the ideal situation. Yeah, come here. Come here. You get to be first this time. I wasn't expecting him to do a stance. I was gonna let him just like tank the hit. Okay, cool. We made it here a lot healthier than we did the other 2 tries. This time around, since I can actually heal, I imagine this will go a lot better. Or maybe it won't, who knows. Ha! I have prevailed. Today is now my day. You know, it sure would be funny if I tried fighting the dancer. It sure would be funny.
Ah, are you there to pay for this fate if you and
It sure would be funny, though.
what on earth? Lord, my dear prince.
This isn't gonna go well. I'm not beating the dancer, but, you know, for the meme. I mean, I have done it when I have normal access to my skills. I have fought the dancer early like this, and it took a minute, but I did do it. So I know theoretically, if this is possible, it's unlikely. I'm only going to give it 1 attempt, honestly. I don't want to waste time here. But, you know, it'd be really awesome if I could do it, right? I'd feel pretty good about it. Get all my fingers in position. I mean, technically, because of Night Rain, I have fought the dancer more recently than I fought most other things in Dark Souls 3. And in Night Rain, dancer ain't hard. I've actually always had an easier time than most people, I think, with the Dancer. Which seems to be the case for a lot of the, like, famously hard bosses. A lot of them, like, I seem to do better than I do with some of the ones that people don't worry about. Like, you know, in Dark Souls 1, everyone's always whining about Ornthine of Snow being, like, crazy hard. But I'm pretty sure even on my first playthrough of that game, I only died, like, twice. And I don't think since I've ever died more than once in an attempt. Ah, there we go. Okay. I mean, I took down, I don't know, 3/10 of his health bar, or her health bar. That was better than I thought I was gonna. Nope, I need my death counter to go up, please, not down. There we go. Okay. No, we're gonna not do that again, even though I'm really tempted to. Because, I mean, for a first attempt getting that far, that felt pretty good, honestly. But, I'm... As I was saying, I am a little bit tired. I mean, it's 1 o'clock for me. And although that's not super late for some people, I try my best not to stay up this late, typically. So I've got to pull the lever. So I would like to get to fighting Vort and then end the stream after he's dead. Which, I really do anticipate that Vort is going to die pretty easily. He's not hard. He's not hard at all, really. Dude, come on. Get out of here. Ooh, okay. I've maybe learned that switching to being two-handed is easier if I'm doing it while running. Because if I'm already holding the circle button, that means I can't accidentally just press it and roll, which is what keeps happening whenever I've been trying to change. So that should make this easier. Little tricks like that are definitely going to be what helps me get through this run easier and faster. And with less deaths, for sure. Okay. There's an item over here, I believe, right? Oh, and a dude. No? Is the item on the other side? Or am I just making it up? I'm just crazy. Is it down here then, maybe? Or... No, I'm just straight up out of my mind. Why am I thinking there's an item? Okay. Honestly speaking, I think there's a decent chance that I kill Vort first try. I think I'd give it a good 70% chance that happens. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know. We'll see. You know, I would skip the cutscene, but honestly, it's not worth the trouble. I mean, it's hard enough pressing that button to open the menus. I don't need to do it if it's not necessary. I sometimes forget just how easy Vorts actually is. Dude is seriously a pushover. Oh, he did hit me at least. So I can't say I no hit him. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I figured I'd probably be the first try. Though, I am a little saddened that he did hit me. If he didn't hit me that first time, I would have tried harder to avoid that second one. I would have not been hit at all. But I figured since he already hit me once, it wasn't really worth, you know, trying too hard. When I knew I could have killed him by just damage boosting through it. Let's just go back to Firelink real quick and level up, and then we'll leave it off there. Seems like a good place to be. Okay, lady.
Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Very well, then take.
I would like to level up my strength once more. Thank you kindly.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Then head back to Forks, boss room. And yeah, there we go. That is where I will be leaving things off today. You know, I know it says I have one viewer, but I haven't seen anything, so I don't know if that's even a real person. But if there is somebody out there, thank you for watching. If anybody watches this later, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll be going now, so peace out. Oh, I need to have my mouse. Peace out.